what she's going to do is show us our no dribble ball handling workout, all right? So the first thing we're going to do, just like you saw on the lower level stuff, she's going to start with ball slaps. So she's going to slap the ball, then we're going to move to tips right away. We want to tip it all the way up, squat all the way down, tip it all the way up, all the way down, and we start around our head, reverse it, around our waist, reverse it, around both legs, reverse it, then we go around one leg, right leg only, reverse it, left leg only, reverse it, perfect. I'm going to stand up for a second, relax, good. And we do that about 10 seconds a piece, and then we reverse it, so it's about 20 seconds total. And then what we're going to do is we teach a new one, all right? She's going to be squatted down, she's going to go around both legs, and then one leg. Both legs, one leg. So that's what you're going to see G do next. Both legs, one leg. Both legs, one leg. Both legs, one leg. Then she's going to move right into figure eights. Fast as she can go, good. And then she's going to reverse that from the back. We'll let her stand up and relax a little bit. Then we'll let her squat back down. Now freeze when she's squatted down. This is really important too. We like them to have their legs kind of parallel to the ground. We let them rest with their elbows on their knees to start. This is the position we want to get them used to staying in. So we have them get down, we call it assuming the position, and then we let them work out with their different drills that we're going to do. So she's assuming the position. Now she's going to push it through with her right hand. She's going to come over her back with her left hand. And so this is a drill. We want them to stay down. We don't want them popping up and down. And she's going to go reverse that now. Perfect. And then she's going to switch sides. She's going to do it with the left hand in, over the back with the right hand. And she's going to switch again, reverse direction. Perfect. And you want to stand up and relax, G. So we do all this, 5 to 10 seconds a piece, and then we always reverse it for 5 to 10 seconds, and we do it continuously. The last thing you're going to see then is we're going to do single flips again. With the older kids, we want them to catch it. So they have to catch it. They can't let it bounce like we let them with the younger kids. Then we're going to go to double flips, and then single, double, alternate. So you ready, G? Single flips, back and forth, back and forth. Perfect. Go to double flips, front to back, and now alternate it. Single, double, single, double. A lot of hand-eye coordination. Good. Single, double, and freeze. She can stand up and relax. And the other thing we like to teach then, so 4th through 6th grade, they're just going to be getting this pattern down a little bit. As they get older then, when they're doing this stuff, now they have to do it, and they have to be looking straight ahead, their eyes up. And then it slows them down a little bit again until they really get used to working it without seeing the basketball a little bit, all right? And then the last thing, we like them to be, our girls to be, just really get to do a lot of things with the basketball, a lot of ball tricks. So then we try to teach them how to spin it on their fingers. So the key here is you're going to watch G, she's going to flip it up, and she's going to find that balance point on one finger. G, can you keep it going by yourself? Perfect. So G's going to find that balance point, and she's really good at it. She can even spin it on her finger as we go too. And so then obviously there's a lot of different things you can do after you spin it on your finger. You can move it to different fingers. You can move it to a different hand potentially. You try to bounce it up and keep it moving. So we just try to do a lot of silly little things with the basketball just to get them used to handling it a little bit. So that is our ball handling without dribbling it at all. Alright, so now we're going to show our ball handling circuit that we usually do right away after we do our no dribble circuit. Now this is with the dribble. So we have Ashley here. And again, with the older girls, you're going to hear me give them different commands. You're going to always see them get nice and low in different positions when they're doing the drills. And then we'll always give them a little bit of a break. If we see they're getting a little bit tired, we'll let them pop up for a second. We'll go back down. So the first thing Ashley's going to do is dribble around her right leg with her right hand only. So right hand only around my right leg. Look at how she's using her fingertips. She's trying to keep her eyes up. She's got her offhand kind of up and guarded a little bit. We can do it one way, reverse. We can reverse it and do it the other way. Perfect. And freeze. And so now what we're going to have her do is if she can do it with her right hand around her right leg and reverse that, now we're going to have her do it around her entire body in a figure eight style with just her right hand. And she's really got to stretch her body out. So take a look. Go ahead, Ashley. Around her entire body with just her right hand. She's really got to stretch around her body to do that. Perfect. And reverse the direction. We do it one way, always do it the other way. Perfect. And again, 5 to 10 seconds, and then we reverse it 5 to 10 seconds, and we move right to the next drill. So now it's going to be left hand, left leg. So go ahead, Ash. Left hand, left leg. Again, she's nice and squatted down. She's got her guide hand up, reverse the direction. And now again, we're going to go right into figure 8 with her left hand only. So her left hand only, she's going around her entire body again. If she can go one way, reverse, she can always go the other way. Reverse direction. Good. Perfect. And freeze. And so then we'll put that all together. We'll use 2 hands, and she's going to go as fast as she can around both her legs. And now she's going to use both her hands, and she's going to stay nice and low. She's not going to come popping up. She's just going to stay in this position and moving as fast as she can go. So you ready, Ash? Go ahead. 2-hand figure 8. Go to reverse direction. Again, look at her use her fingertips. She's trying to keep her head up as much as she can. We'll build her work to that. Freeze. Okay, so as soon as we're done with our leg circles and our figure 8 progressions, now we're going to do what's called push-pull. So she's going to push-pull on her right side, right front, left side, and behind her back. So she's going to do all this together. Are we ready, Ash? Push-pull right. She's taking the ball front and back, right front, left front. Nice, Ash. Good. Way to take it somewhere. Good. Left side. And behind your back. Look at how she squats down, back and forth without seeing the ball. All right. So after she gets done with her push-pull back, now we're going to do spider and scissors. So go push-pull right to your back. Push-pull. So she's going behind her back, and now we go right into the spider. So the spider is 2 touches in front, 2 touches in back. And now we're going to pop right from the spider into the scissors. So she pops right up and goes right to the scissors. Again, everything's continuous, 5 to 10 seconds. And freeze as soon as she's done with the scissors, right? And as the younger kids work on this, they might just have to practice going back and forth like this first. Then the next progression is to just bounce the ball back and forth between your legs, and then you try to put that together where you can go back and forth. The next thing Ashley's going to do is what we call front to back. So Ashley turns sideways. She's just going to put the ball between her legs and catch it behind her back without seeing it. She's just going to go back and forth like that. So front to backs. Between her legs and back without seeing it, just catching it and moving it. Freeze. After you get good at that, the next progression is she's going to bounce it between her legs, and she's going to try to catch it over the top of her head as quick as she can. So that's a really athletic move she's got to do right here. Let's see if Ashley can do it. Ready? Oh! Woo! First flush to the camera! So the last thing Ashley's going to do then is the kill dribble. Again, this is kind of a silly ball trick. You're never going to be spinning the ball on your finger in a game. You may do this in a game, we'll see. But she's just going to kneel by the ball, and she's just going to practice popping it up with one hand. She's going to do that with her left hand and her right hand. So it's called the kill dribble. Pop it up. Good. Switch hands. Just going to get good at kind of trying to pop it up. Sometimes you can pop it with your fist and get it up. You really want to be able to just hit it with your palm and kind of pop it too. So that's what we kind of teach them. They get good at both. Once they're good at both of those, she'll take a step back. Now she's going to walk towards the ball and try to hit it, boom, and keep going as she kind of just walks up to it and goes. Perfect. And kind of keep it in control there. Good. Now try with your left hand. Always try to be in control. Good, Ash. Perfect. So that's the kill. Now we're going to go to 2-ball workout. So we have Lexi here, and she's going to do everything with 2 balls. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to see Lexi push-pull on the sides of her body the same way, and then you're going to hear me call out different commands. So go ahead, Lexi. Push-pull the same way with 2 balls. Now we're going to alternate it on the side. One's front, one's back. Perfect. Let's go front, same way. So in front of her body, same way. Now front of your body, alternate. Now they're coming in and out at each other. Perfect. Stop for a second. Perfect. We'll let her rest. Again, we want to stay down, work as hard as we can at the same time, going through those different progressions. Now we're going to do right leg circles only, and she's going to be dribbling her left hand stationary. So right leg circles, left hand station. And if you can go one way, reverse. She's always got to be able to reverse and go the other way. And then we'll switch it. Right hand stationary, left leg circles. And again, if we can go one way, you can always go the other way. Reverse it. Slap it. Good. I like how she hustles after it. If you ever lose a ball, we want to get right back to it. Good. Good, Lex. And then we'll do 2-ball figure eights. So now we're going to do a figure eight. She's going to chase it around. Each ball is going to chase each other. So she's got to switch and change. Switch and change. Good. Switch and change. Always trying to get in control of the ball. There. Perfect. She can go one way. She can reverse it. Got to reverse it. Good, Lex. Keep it up. Yep. Always get back in control before we switch. Good. Good. Perfect. So that's 2-ball figure eights. And now we're going to do what's called in and outs and then out and in. So you're going to see Lexi go out and then both balls in. And she's going to constantly be moving her feet kind of in and out because she's going to have to move the ball. And then we're going to go out, or I'm sorry, in to out, and we'll reverse that. So you ready, Lex? Out to in. Around the outside, back in. Perfect. So you got to move her legs wider, move them in, move them wider. Out to in. Now we're going to go in to out. In to out. In to out. Perfect. Nice job, Lex. Good. So that's in and out and in. And now we're going to do just a low dribble switch. She's going to dribble 2 balls, and she's just going to switch on my whistle. So you're going to hear my whistle. She's going to be nice and low in that position again. And she's just going to practice switching the balls back and forth. So are we ready? Go ahead. Go. Good. So that's low dribble switch. Now you're going to see low dribble to high dribble. And she's going to go as hard and as high as she can go. And on my whistle, you're going to see her hit down and cross over and then work to high and as hard as she can go. And on my whistle, you're going to see her get low and switch again. So you ready, Lex? Low to high. Go. Good. Way to work it up. Work hard. Good. Good. It's all about staying in control of that ball. Low and high. Low to high and switch. And then the last thing you're going to see here is we're going to do the double scissors. So she's going to have 2 balls going and try to slice and dribble with 2 balls back and forth. Then you're going to see chaos dribble and what's called ball balance. So go ahead. Scissors, 2 ball scissors. Back and forth. Good. Back and forth. Back and forth. Good. So 2 ball scissors. Now we're going to go to chaos dribble. She's going to alternate in front and she's just going to go as hard as she can go for about 10 seconds. Ready, go. Chaos drill. As hard as you can go, 2 balls alternating. Very good. Freeze. And then the last thing we're going to do is what we call ball balance. And so again, the center of gravity is our belly button on our body. So if we get nice and low and we keep that in the center of our body, where if we dropped a weight it would go straight down, she's going to find her balance. Her elbows are going to be bent. She's going to be able to move her body around, right? And she's going to stand still and balance the ball on top of each other. So if it goes rolling away, she's always going to stay in balance, nice and low and in balance. It's a little windy out here, so she's doing a nice job of kind of keeping it balanced as she can. Nice and low, keeping the ball in balance. Perfect, and that's our 2-ball dribble. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is our partner circuit here. So we saw no dribble, 1 dribble, ball handling, 2 ball handling. Now we're going to do our partner circuit, okay? So we're going to go lane line extended. We'll back it up if we need to, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is have the girls assume the position, right? You're going to get down. You're going to be in a nice athletic position. The first thing we're going to do is go in with our right hand and toss the ball with our right hand. And they're going to stay nice and low and just toss the ball back and forth. Ready? Go. In with the left, out with the right. In with the left, out with the right. And we'll time this, and we'll see which group can get the most off the quickest. Freeze. Stand up and relax, girls. Perfect. And now we're going to go down, assume the position. We're going to do the exact opposite. In with my right, and now they're going to have to work on their offhand. Toss it with their left. So nice and low, and they're going to have to toss it with their left. Ready, girls? Go. Low, Good. See how they're not bobbing up and down? They're nice and low in that position. Working on that offhand strength. Perfect, girl. Stand up. Relax. The next one is the alternator. In with my left, out with my right, in with my right, out with my left. And they're just back and forth as fast as they can go. Again, we'll time it. We're seeing how many touches they can get back and forth. Ready, go. Good, girls. And freeze. Perfect. So that's our start of our partner workout. The next thing we'll do is what's called soft touch. So have Ashley take a step in, Lexi take a step in, and all they're working on now is controlling their body, right? So they're going to dry shoot and control it with their left and their right hand. So they're both going to start in their right hand. They're just going to shoot it, control it with one hand. Lexi shot a little strong, but Ashley still caught it with her left hand. Perfect. In control, what you can do with your right, you can always do with your left. Perfect. Just working on being in control. The younger girls, you're going to see that they're going to bobble the ball a lot, so we're really working on controlling with one hand. Freeze. Good, girls. Now we're going to do chest to bounce. G, you want to have a third ball ready over there? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. They're going to have to communicate. At the lower levels, we really make sure we know who's going to bounce pass, who's going to chest pass. When it gets older, I say we're going to do chest bounce, and then I just let them go. So look at what Ashley and Lexi have to do when I say go. Are you ready? Go! So they have to kind of communicate with each other here. Switch! And we start to switch it on them. Switch! Kind of have to go back and forth. Switch! And freeze. So once we get really good at that, then we're going to push them to go as hard as they can there. Okay? G, take it home. Thanks. We're going to add a third ball. So now, they've got to use 3 balls and keep it going at the same time. And again, I won't tell them who's going to do what. They kind of have to communicate that out amongst themselves. Girls, you ready? Go. Perfect. So they got to move and be agile. Good. Switch. Good. Freeze. And when we get groups that get pretty good at that, like Ashley and Lexi are, we'll add a 4th ball. We'll see how fast or how many we can get them to move with at the same time. Okay? We're just going to have them practice just overhead passes. We usually have them extend out as far as they can and really throw the ball as hard as they can and really work on their hands and catching it and their strength and firing it. So overhead passes. So here they can't quite throw as hard as we would like them to. But again, just practicing overhead, always hitting them in the chest, and then working on our strength and our hands catching the ball. All right? Freeze. Once we do our overheads, we call it overhead on target. Now we're going to do overhead off target. So now they're going to actually throw a bad pass. It's going to be to Lexi's right, to her left. It might be a bounce pass. We teach them to go get the ball, square your body up, just be an athlete, and go catch the ball. There's never an excuse to let a bad pass go out, right? We're not going to say that was a bad pass. We're going to say that was a great catch. Okay? Nice hands. Way to go get the ball. So now they're going to do off-target passing. Go ahead. Slide your body to it. Yep. Slide your body to it. Good. Slide your body to it. Now again, they're pretty close. They don't have a lot of time to react here. But notice how they're sliding their feet. They're squaring up. They're looking the ball in. They're concentrating. So that's off-target passing. Freeze. No such thing as a bad pass. Go catch it. The next one we're going to move to is one dribble step throughs. So again, kind of elementary stuff, but there's fundamental skills we want to see them. So she's going to take a dribble. Lexi's going to take a dribble. She's going to stop and step through and throw a nice one hard step through one-handed bounce pass. And she's going to go right, and the next time she catches it, she's going to go left and one-handed step through pass. Ready? Go. To the right, right, to the left, to the left. Good. So we go right, we go left. Obviously, with these girls, freeze. They're a little bit closer. We like to back it up a little bit and really fire some hard bounce passes at each other, right to left. Now we're going to do soft touch. It's for post play. So like Ashley over here, right? When she's in the post, she's trying to get the ball from the three-point line, right? She's going to create a target somewhere, and if that is a hard entry pass, we're going to flip it into her. So this is what we practice. Flipping the ball to each other, and you're going to see Ashley get low and square up to the ball wherever it's coming. And it's going to flip it in low like you're flipping it around a defender. So ready? Go. She flips it around a defender. She flips it around a defender. She flips it around a defender. Nice and low. just practice this, kind of flipping it back and forth. Getting some touch on the ball a little bit. Perfect, girl.